common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
We have yet to explore all the corners of this place. 'Twould be a shame if aught were overlooked.
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen.
Let's follow the lad, shall we? I can't deny I'm a little...
Attack! I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent? And an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Let's follow the lad, shall we?
Profitable endeavor.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Let's follow the lad, shall we? I can't deny I'm a little curious. Let's follow the lad, shall we? I can't deny I'm a little curious.
Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
Good day, sir.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Oh, can't you go somewhere else?
Oh, tell me I haven't got enough of these.
Not much to do yet.
All I've got left are my aches and pains.
cut that out. Can't make a living if I get myself injured. Thinking you can lose your knees, eh?
Battle is best avoided here.
I like it here, but it can get very dull.
Welcome to the Star. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup?
Gotta make room for my next shipment.
What's life?
I'll go and open the chest.
The road's at your left.
This looks as good a place as any.
I can't wait.
Such worn out gear. Up on me.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Slow down. These bones can't keep up.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
What's happened? My fate is sealed.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
All the best tales. Some of us get complacent.
Manner of fish.
Precious little time.
Maybe I'll kick right here.
Another day, another soldiers need better training.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
As if I don't have enough to deal with.
It's been a hard day. All this hustle and bustle has been great.
Clean and tidy? What else needs doing?
So tired.
All this worrying's giving me an ache back.
All this patrolling doesn't...
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Hasn't anyone got money to spend?
The charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Why, I've ne'er seen so many. Might I ask that you not share the existence of... We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come... Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
Indeed, you are correct. We shall await you here, Master.
Must hope. Not more can be done.
And as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Well, have you found some place I might say? Oh, to guide me outside, then.
is good to be reunited.
This should be far enough. If you truly are, words maybe win, mayhap, the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld.
Not much going on.
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these, if 'tis to be of use.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
It was a paltry repast, but I'm grateful.
There's a chest. I shall take a look inside.
"'Tis here that the bodies of those who fall. I beg you to conduct yourself with care and with a reverence befitting of one who walks among the dead. You are more than welcome to return.
Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Point's no good if you work yourself into the ground. Time for an early
To be something fun to do.
This looks as good a place as any.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Delighted to meet you. Especially...
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless, mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before as to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease. I intend to extract the answer. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this.
So the agent was of Batal after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from... That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's...
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace. that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
I'd sooner stay out of the back where it's hostile.
If you must go off on your own...
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
I'd sooner stay out of the back where it's hostile. Fine place to flex my active.
Dream of adventure and dalliances.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
I wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Oh, got to keep moving.
When does my
It ought to be said.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other pray, be cautious. You
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with everything.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say. I'm not sure who the right time was from Thora.
It's not as if we let That's no concern of ours. I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle, thank you. Pray focus on the task at hand.
My legs are stiff as board. As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
If you want to leave, show us your, sincerity. Very well.
I'm in fine fettle today. It is our duty to see this peace protected.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
It's busy out today.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
What to do?
Well met, sir. Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated... to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. This inspires naught but mystery.
Where was I bound again?
This should help.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the full...
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Neglect my ledger. Best to keep a record.
Now here's a gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade unto him...
While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. That is a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master story.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I kept... So where's he get his coin, then? Makes a man wonder.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as, "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Perhaps a stroll through town. See what I can find.
A tad rowdy, but I can't complain.
Each new day is a chance to turn a profit.
At least my back's not acting up today.
Gather round, treat your ears to a... Aye, got some coin to spare your much appreciated. Gather round.
I'd heard tell of a beg, so where's he get his coin then? Make...
Gather round, treat your ears to... by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it...
Fancy a look at my wares? Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Always a pleasure.
Off with you.
Monsters really scary? I've never seen them. I'll sleep like a lot.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Wonder if there's any my will of this ruckus.
Time to behave.
Something good will come of today. I just know it.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Tranquil places such as this.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Washes all my troubles clean away, this place.
The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Nod off.
Well met, son.
I just know
How
it.
might I be of service? All this hustle and bustle puts me...
Only care I have is how to spend the day. Just as it
Perhaps
only stale one left in the pantry.
Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Shall we head there now? It would save us having to make the trip again.
I've no words left for you.
Now, where was I headed?
To each their own, as they say. Seems I'm not the only one who's crazy dressed.
Good day to you.
At your left.
To turn in for the night.
That's in for my wares.
It's my duty to find them.
What do you want?
Would that the gold would only rain down on my head.
Where will the wind blow me today, I
Seeing the
wonder?
captain always makes me nervous.
Shuck rehearsal.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
No sense travelling when I'm happiest here.
Can't put a price on
I'm in fine fettle.
My bed falls and I shan't resist.
We cannot break it from this side.
As you say.
Where's my coat? My fur's in a right state.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. We've arrived, just as planned.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Would that I could stay with you forever, Arisen.
Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so. 'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early Christian gets the world, as they say.
Use me as your foothold to soar to greater heights.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search. The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to rely on our other senses, as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Wolves, Master!
Violence
I say it. We trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I think not.
When their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Well done, Master.
Climb on and I'll send you soaring!
You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every... little trinket you find.
Risen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
I see you've pinched something from our foe. That was crafty of you.
I'll go and open the chest. My word, this ox cart has been destroyed.
Wrought by the hands of brigands, or the claws of monsters.
We ought to proceed with caution. Would that such tranquility could last.
True enough.
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. Where ought we to go now?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Let's not let down our guard. Unwavering persistence.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
Ogre is fixated utterly on you. Hold its focus as long as you can. I'll handle the rest.
Use me as your foothold to soar to greater heights. Hold fast, Arisen. I shan't let you fall.
You must remain calm, else all will be lost. Worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
Understood.
The Arisen is covered in slime.
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen. Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service. Each to their own.
What a glorious success!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
It's pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead.
We are not alone here. Monsters lurk inside. I sense them.
I quite agree.
So the fun begins again, eh, Arisen?
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
I am well aware of the particulars.
A sickening slime coats the Arisen.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
To think there'd be a cavern here. Mayhap we'll find treasure within.
'Tis an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads.
Seems your luck's run out. And mine.
The Arisen is covered in slime. I did my best to match your skill, Master. It is overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked. That is a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Master, are you unharmed?
Climb on and I'll send you soaring!
Seems we've enemies in our midst.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Sickening slime coats the Arisen.
Let me get that. A curative ought to do the trick. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
True enough.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Look, Master! Goblins!
You must avenge yourself of that oil. Make haste!
heedlessness!
Is anyone able to aid our comrade?
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. Ah, that's better. Many thanks.
Be sure to avoid open flame.
Ah, I see you've pinched something from our foe. That was crafty of you.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Shall we set it rolling?
I'm done for.
There was a patient man.
You're bloody terrible.
You ought not to go charging off alone.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing. If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
What are you?
I see you recognise my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honoured to serve.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
What? Lost your nerve, Abby? It seems they bear us ill will.
This should help.
You scared? You should be. Come on, have at it.
I'll go and open the chest. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Plainly speaking, 'tis a bother. This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Thank you for healing me, Arisen.
These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
Execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Skeletons, there! Let me get that.
Witness my magic!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Oh, methinks the fiend found that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist. The Arisen has been caught! Quick, douse the flames!
This should be of use. As your foothold to soar to greater heights. For healing the Arisen.
We are to retreat, then?
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds. Victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Truly?